them, they are in our building. They clean the bathrooms we use. They wax the floors we walk over on our way into this beautiful space. These floors. They change the light bulbs high up in the ceilings and arrange the tables and chairs in rooms where we meet and debate mission and ministry, administration and finance. I have long wondered about the glaring attention Riverside pays to the salary of the senior minister. He, she alone, to the exclusion of appropriate concern for especially those who work at the invisible end of the pay scale here. Surely we need to address this. We are, and we will. Examples of inequities in the treatment and compensation of workers and in the devaluing of work are legion in our nation. And friends, all of this is integral to the message of our text from the letter to the Hebrews. Let mutual love continue. Do not neglect to show hospitality to strangers, for by doing that some have entertained angels without knowing it. Keep your lives free from the love of money and be content with what you have. Do not neglect to do good and to share what you have, for such sacrifices are pleasing to God. What could be clearer on this Labor Day or any day? These words, this passage from the writer of Hebrews, surely not Paul, are written to a second generation of Christians who are losing their grasp on the excellence of the way of Jesus and the power of faith in the good news he lived. The message of the text is, don't give up. Stay with these life-giving values and ways of being in the world. Remember those who are in prison as though you were in prison with them. Remember those who are being tortured as though you yourselves were being tortured. Yes, for our own good, we need to remember domestic workers as though we were caring for the children of others, or making beds and cleaning bathrooms strangers will use. Remember unskilled immigrant construction workers whose dangerous labor helps build the skyline of our city, as though we were risking serious injury alongside them. Remember farm workers who picked the food that fills our grocery baskets, as though we were in the hot summer fields with them. Remember fast food workers putting our burgers and fries together, as though you were in those small spaces with hot oil and no benefits. Remember Remember, as though God so loved the whole world, not just our neighborhood, our church, our kind, our political party, our agenda. Remember Jesus living and dying for all, as though everyone truly mattered. Live as though you were brother, sister, family, kin to the children of God. Every one of us created in God's image. Live as though people mattered in a life other than your own. Live as though people mattered more than money. Live as though there is still hope for a post-Twitter politics in a nation that can rise above the aristocratic, patriarchal, compromising founding fathers who undermined the republic, their soaring words and tainted documents established. Live as though all labor has dignity. That means working together to guarantee fair wages, the right to bargain collectively, safe workplaces, affordable health care for all. Let those values, I say gospel values, guide how you live in our society. Live as though you believed all are welcomed at this table around which we gather this morning to remember. Live as though you finish it. Amen.
WLTW New York.